Hi, welcome to Fighterdiet podcast number 5. We're putting out these in record numbers. Yesterday was one, today is another one. Today we're meeting Lina. She is 50 years plus, and she's been with Fighterdiet for 4 years. She lost 30 pounds. Fantastic. But now her goal is to gain muscle, gain strength. And Pauline will ask her all about it. Pauline?
Yes, I am so excited to have you meet Lina. She's one of my clients of Fighterdiet Warriors. She's also one of those people who want to relay what she learns from me to other women, which is my whole thing, because I'm just one person, right? So I need these women like Lina who wants to, okay, I understand this. Now I can make it into explaining to other people, this is what I did. This is how I found my happy way of living life, fitness life. Try it, you too. So Lina, tell me, why do you feel like our community, the Fighterdiet community, the group setting with other women, why is this such a good place to be? And do you know how it was before, back in the days when you were with me as a starting and versus now? Have you seen how we kind of have changed, like your experience there?
Yeah, I feel the group has definitely evolved. There's a lot of mentors that we have with a lot of knowledge base, and the positive vibe that we have, the support for each other, lifting each other, helping the new ones out, helping the experienced ones out. We bind together and we provide that support. If someone's having a rough time, we don't baby you, but we will support you and guide you through that process. I feel our community is like no other. And you will succeed if you put your all into it.
So one thing that I really loved about you, Lina, that when we started the really more hands-on coaching. So like when I brought you on to, okay, I'm going to teach her how to do this so she gets her results and understand, because I felt like this. Why is she struggling so much with almost like, I remember the conversation when it was like this. You send out some posts there how you were struggling, and here I see you, like you look amazing, you look strong, and you're eating healthy, and I'm like, what am I missing? So then when we talked on the phone, I was like, why are you not happy? What is wrong? Why do you think you're not doing good enough? So then we started that you were overtraining, you were doing hours of training, and it affected your family life. Then you brought me into that, like, okay, I don't know what to do with my family, and here I am, right? I'm like the loner. I could say like, yeah, screw that. Family, who cares? But I didn't. I said that, hey, your family is your number one. This is your why. So tell me about that evolution, about training for yourself, overtraining, stress management, pandemic, lockdown, and then family, and now. What have you done?
So when I was overtraining, it was definitely affecting my family. And when I reached out to you, I didn't know what to expect. I was actually terrified, and I didn't realize I was overtraining, which was the worst thing of it all. And you pointed out to me what was happening. You showed me, and you actually told me that, part of the problem and part of the support I needed had to do with changing the style of training I was doing, how I was training. Prior to the pandemic and everything else, I didn't realize I was about to hit a brick wall and it was going to get even more tough. So making those changes, finding those discoveries, it toughened me up mentally and physically. So those key components were very crucial at my work, with my family, and with my overall health to keep healthy during that whole process. So yes, it was very, very crucial.
Lina, can I just ask you, how did you find Pauline /Fighterdiet?
I actually was going through my timeline through Facebook. I was looking for a personal trainer, and I reached out to Fighterdiet, and I actually posed a question: how are you different? How would you help me in bettering my health in weight training? And I had no experience.
Did someone answer you, or?
Yes, it was great. They said that they would change my life, and they did.
So can I ask questions again, Pavel? Okay, so Lina, one thing that I really loved to kind of also show that when you were posting these stories, when you were reaching out to group, because I said, I love that you're posting your day of the life. You're a nurse, you have this extremely intense life. You have to be focused, you meditate. everything is like boom, 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 boom. And if things go away, it's like everything just falls apart here. Now, you used to train in the way that is heavy and hard. You do a lot of volume and you wanted to keep on building, but you kept on seeing that can't build. It's just like, not getting progressing. And I kept on seeing the same squats over and over. Like, you're very dedicated. I'm like, here I am. I'm number one dedication, but I'm not about doing the work. I'm about, okay, what do you want to achieve? And then what? Because I am lazy too. Like, why even waste your time? It's like working out to working out. That's junk training. I told you, you got to have quality. Can you tell me what happened when I wanted you to train video training, how that felt to just kind of let go of all this heavy training, but it feels worse than ever, but it also makes you pumped. And are you feeling like you got energy? Tell me how it feels to train the way heavy and hard versus what you do now and how it's different in your life.
So when we discovered that I was overtraining, you helped me come up with the game plan. I'm not going to lie, I was stubborn. So you yanked me back in and you said, Lina. So I started using Uscreen, and I do full body with Uscreen 3 times a week. I have to have my rest time because I need my body to recuperate. And Uscreen is life-changing. The recovery process is way different than training heavy, hard, and like we're used to doing it. Uscreen will change your life. It'll change how you build your muscle. You will get a crazy pump if that's what you're looking for, but you will get strength. I can lift heavier now than when I did before, the way I was training traditionally. My recovery is way faster, and I can keep going if I wanted to, but I know better. But yes, Uscreen for a beginner, for an advanced, there's different levels, different stages. It is beyond your imagination. It has to be, you have to try it. You have to try it. It will change your life. It changed mine. It makes my time efficient. I can spend it with my family. I am not tired at work. I'm actually stronger at work. So I definitely am so thankful that you switched my training style.
Alina, I'm just getting chills because this has really changed my life, because these kind of milestones in my life are like epiphanies, because I seek level to higher up, because that is what I want to bring out to the world here. So I remember in November when I was kind of, I couldn't do anything. I didn't know. I'm just like, I'm not going to get through this. I'm not going to have it my way. The kind of symbol I had my rack in the corner of my room where I'm going to have my squat and deadlift. I had it set up there as my vision board. I'm going to be the training heavy and hard. And thank God I never got to succeed. I completely failed to achieve what I wanted to do. And that was, so I had to do what I got to do. And with all now I'm getting so many chills. I cannot. So it was like this, I cannot explain it. This was the same thing when I was running on the beach and in 2007, and I just got Fighterdiet. I was just, okay, I don't know how to respond to this, but I have to go with it. And I'm just going to do it. And I know I have to let go of all things I compare myself to, what I believe, my fears of this and that. I know my body. I know how it feels. I know I can override it. What I haven't been wanting to do before, because I had options. I had chances to train how I want to train. Now I don't. And that was the biggest damn liberator for me, to really have what I love. And then I realized what I didn't know about myself. It is more important for me to be doing what I'm happy doing than it is the ultimate way I lived, until I come to the conclusion, it doesn't matter what my body is like in looks, because it's going to be the body that I am living in doing. And that's all I need to do, because what am I going to do with a body that isn't, like, if I'm going to have anxiety for training because it breaks me down more than it builds me up, I don't want to do that anymore. I have spent enough of years of prison. I'll do it because I can. I don't want to live like that anymore. I only want to be happy. So I wanted that for you, and I'm so happy to see that it's becoming that.
I just want to, so I heard that Lina is a nurse and she takes care of people with spinal cord injury, which is very admirable. And she's 50 plus. And I think as we age, right, functionality becomes more important than the looks. But I mean, you'll get the looks too, but functionality is number one. So why don't you talk a little bit about that, Lina, how you feel about like looks, health, functionality?
So as far as the
Talk about the popcorns too there.
well, let me mention something real quick based on what you both were saying. There was a couple of episodes back in our group, Coach Pauline, you mentioned about that you would not want to go back to the traditional training, and you nailed that right on the head. I don't want to go back. I want to stay with what we're doing because I can change it up constantly, and it fills the need of where I'm at week or at that point in time. So I don't want to go back, you know. And as far as functionality, I wake up, I am doing extra cardio, I am doing HIIT. I can walk through our, at work, I'm flying through the hallways. I feel energetic, I feel alive. I love it, I love it. My joints, they're great. I have RA, rheumatoid arthritis. I feel amazing. I don't have to take all those extra pills, all those extra drugs. I don't. Migraines, they're not there. The other thing is, as far as the looks, as you lose weight, you know, you do drop, you know, the pounds, the skin becomes loose, but as you train, your body starts to change. And there was a good post also in our group about that, one of our warriors. And you start to fill out, you start to change, your body adapts, and things fit great. You feel great. Your husband appreciates you. You just feel overall confident. And so I definitely with the weight training, with the Uscreen, your body will change into something very confident, very beautiful, if that's what you're looking for. So
it's almost like you train more like an athlete, isn't it? It's more like,
oh, it is an athlete. There is no way you are training like an athlete. And if you have a specific, if you are an athlete, Coach Pauline will guide you through that too. So yes.
So I love all you say about this, you know, about the bodies. And here I want to bring in about a little bit about community, what I'm setting up here, about what to expect in my community, why I want all the women to go in there and kind of just look, like, put it out there. Everything you believe you should not talk about. Everything is like, I know I shouldn't be doing this, like eating style usually, or slacking workouts, whatever it is, bad. But that is what I want everyone to go in there, because everyone wants to hide. And I say, I understand. You think you should do this or that. But what you're not aware of is that you are just protecting your own weakness by never becoming your strength, because you are not willing to show honesty. And if you want to be having the results, you have to be honest, or you will never be real. So that's what I'm trying to have. It's not about shame where it's like, oh, you shouldn't have this cupcake. I'm saying more like this. I want you to know that it's not at all that important to think about that cupcake you ate one day for 7 days ago, because it's more mad about how are you feeling in overall. And that's what I'm trying to do. So women are not kind of hiding and never getting anywhere. So talk about the popcorn, because it's so important to see. We are not here because we have to relearn and be slapped back to reality. We're here because it's fun to learn, right? So tell me about that.
So through the last challenge, I was posting, I'm doing my recipes, my meals. I've got it perfect. There's nothing absolutely wrong. I nailed it. Lo and behold, I thought popcorn was a free snack, a free fluff. No, it's not. I wasn't being honest, and I wasn't being truthful, and I wasn't pointing out my weak spots. So one of our great warriors posted that she had been eating popcorn. And when I read that, I was a little bit horrified by myself. And so I talked to Coach Pauline about it. And I said, this whole time when I've been trying to do what I want to do and, you know, make some changes, I've been eating popcorn. So that was an interesting discovery.
Yeah, you know, and the thing is here, if she came to me, right, and like I clawed her, so then everyone believes, oh my God, Pauline is gonna be like so mad, and then that's like almost like shame that it's gonna make sure that she goes into the prison, right? Ooh, that is the whole confession booth mentality. I'm like, I'm not into that. You know, I rather want you happy than to be hangry, because I hate hangry people for no reason. It's a luxury problem. I just want to stuff you like a pig, and then you're gonna be purring like a cat. So here's the thing. I told you to. I think this is a great message to tell to the world, to see you have the dream body in everyone's opinion. They have amazing body, but you also show your perfect body part and hide your weakness, which is like, for me as a coach, like I see your body, you're shredded. What's the problem? What's the problem? And you're like, I'm not hiding, I'm hiding half my life, right? So then you just realize that I just caught something that is nothing to be ashamed of. I have the same thing. Like I also wanted to try my way, can I get away with it? And I didn't get away with anything, but you sure I tried. That's why I would have Fighterdiet. I was so stubborn. That's you. So like everyone has to know we have that in the community. We want to do it because it's fun to learn and discover new things.
And what I want to say is we eat big, we eat huge, we stuff ourselves. The popcorn was just a little side thing that, that was there, but we eat huge. We enjoy our meals. And I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea that, we eat till we're full in our bellies. But that discovery and the discovery of the overtraining, I didn't even see it. You helped me find it. So those were
that's
key things to.
Yeah, I think you're highlighting something super important that way back when I got to know Pauline, I ate Swedish crisp bread. It's like hard bread, like German hard bread. It's just carbs. But I actually thought it was good for me because it's like hard and it's like chewy. So I was like, this got to be good for me. So I ate a lot of it. And then Pauline obviously corrected me. So it's not to say that I was it's not easy. Like it's not easy. Like the diet, nutrition, training, it's tough. There's a lot of demands on us in modern day life. So being a part of a community like Fighterdiet, I know Pauline is eager to come in now, is very helpful to get educated. Pauline.
So there's a big ego kick, like a big thing that I'm trying to kind of lead by example of showing that every day I make sure that what can I learn about myself? Because I want to be humbled by life every day, which you are, but I'm seeking it. I don't want to justify what I know, kind of have some kind of, ego up my ass. That's how I say it. And it's important to understand everyone is almost like you take out the fun of fitness life because you make it into this kind of precise program that you believe you're going to be interested in doing until forever. But nobody has that because human nature is novelty matters. When people come like, I don't need 500 recipes, I don't need your app, I'm like, you do for your mindset because you're going to check out for fitness stuff when you're bored. Then you're going to go and snack. And that is the PSPS. Prevent snacking by stuffing because the snacking it's no big deal. Little by little, that's how you end up 50 pounds weight gain, 5 years in a row, 250 pounds of fat gain. That's how you become big obese. So it's like, I'm trying to make, that's why I'm here in the group and people like, and you, to keep on showing, don't fall asleep because then you kind of reverting back to where you're from and that's where you don't want to go back.
Well, that's what happened with the popcorn. I was working late and I was going to the popcorn instead of POBOing it.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
What's it, popcorn POBO? It's like POBO. Okay, I got it, Pauline. The thing is, too, popcorn is a great refit food, so it's easy to get the wrong stuff just because you can only pack in so much information. You have to also get rid of the wrong information.
Yes.
So I'm always working with closed mindsets, and I want everyone to have a beginner's mindset.
Yes.
So when I have people like you willing to be open and transparent just like me, to understand I'm not here to make you look like you are weak. I'm here to show you are just as basic as I am. That's why we have this community. That's why if you think you're so badass and so strong, go ahead, do it on your own. But we are doing this together because we are stronger in numbers, and that's a fact.
Yes.
Lina, I want to ask you if you have any wise words for the newbie, for the beginner, probably someone who's overweight, probably someone who watches Instagram and sees all these miracle cures and miracle diets, so to speak. What would you tell him or her, so to speak?
I would tell him or her to join Fighterdiet. And when you do join, read the book. Read it several times. Then I would say start basic. Pick a couple of recipes from the meal app and start with those. Learn them. Weigh the food. I had stopped weighing the food a while back and I restarted weighing again. So weigh your food. And one of the golden things that Coach Pauline got me to do a couple of challenges back, beginner or experienced, start meditating. That has given me a lot of mental strength under the pressure that of all the things that have, happened, definitely meditate. It makes a world of difference in your training.
Right. And do you do that in the morning to start your day right, or is it?
Well, that we came up with several plans. I do have a morning meditation, I have a walking meditation, and I have a bedtime meditation. So depending on what's happening in the day, I can work it and angle it as I need it.
And I must say, after bodybuilding, meditation was my second life commitment, and it has been the same powerful as bodybuilding. And it was like I have worked so hard with all my mental level up to that level, and now it's like that. That is what my favorite thing now, which is kind of competing. So in the end, when I can't have my body to do, I'm like, I'm just gonna be so happy I have Fighterdiet to eat big because I solved my problem. I like to eat. I know how to do it. I can just walk for hours, breath meditation walk, no problem. I'm so happy. I solved my only. What if I can't eat? No problem anymore. I got Fighterdiet, POBO it, and I'm done.
Yep.
Well, Lina and Pauline, this has been fantastic, and it's great talking to you, Lina. You're such a positive spirit, great energy, even through the computer screen here. Do you have any parting words for Pauline or me or the Fighterdiet community?
Yes.
Before Pauline gets in, you'll get your chance to, Pauline.
I just wanted to thank you, Pavel, for creating Fighterdiet, for giving us the opportunities that we have, and Kat, and then Coach Pauline. I want to thank you.
Wait, did you say Pavel created Fighterdiet?
Oh, Coach Pauline did.
I knew that. I knew.
Here now. I'm not going to get the record completely wrong here. I'm just like, wait.
Coach Pauline created Fighterdiet. But I just wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart, Coach Pauline. You have changed my life forever. I want to continue to pay it forward and pass it on to other people in our community, our friends and families, whatever I can do, to make somebody's life better. Even my patients, the philosophy that we share in our community, I do that with our patients, to keep going. There are no limits. You do what you want to do. You have to vision it. You have to, carry it forward. So the same mentality, I carry that through my work.
And I want to say here too that this is important message as in the community and growth and succeeding at fitness challenge transformations. When you first lost weight, you start to notice that people start, oh, you look sickly, you look so skinny, and you look so sad. And you start to go back on that, thinking this is not good enough. So you actually stopped it because you got too lean on the top, and then you didn't know that you have to peel out your fat like that. You have to become so lean in the place where you want to the most. It's like you cannot choose where your body is going to take fat first. So can you just explain that when you have your body, let's say you have your abs lean, if you have your fat deposit in your lower body and you want to lean out that, you first have to, do you remember what I said? Like you have to first lean?
Yes, when I was, started Fighterdiet and I had lost the 30 pounds, like Coach Pauline said, I got comments that, are you sick? You've lost too much weight, you're too skinny. A lot of, different things. And so I stopped. I said, okay, maybe I had never been that thin either. So I said, maybe I'm supposed to stop at this point, but I hadn't built enough muscle yet either, but I hadn't lost weight in the right places. And me and Coach Pauline had a conversation where I still wanted to develop a lot more muscle and I wanted it in specific areas. And Coach Pauline mentioned to me, Lina, you still have fat that you need to get rid of. And I had told Coach Pauline, well, I gained some more weight. And when I was at my lowest, I stopped. And Coach Pauline explained to me, in order to see that muscle, you have to go even lower to get rid of that fat that's deposited like in the legs and the thighs and those areas. And so it made sense to me. Lately, I upped my cardio and I've been making some changes and I'm starting to actually see those changes. And it's just amazing. It's amazing. And at my age, I just want to say, do not use age as a deterrent. Do not use age as a reason not to give it your 110%. You better be giving it 110%.
And you know, it's such a great explanation. And here I want to make sure that people understand the difference, okay? When I say you have to get lean or you have to melt out fat here before you can have another lean, when we work for physique, aesthetics, body ideals, bodybuilding, physique, fitness, anything, when it comes to looks, you have to just know you can't pick and choose. And it's not that someone forces this upon you. It's not that you have to be healthy. You are going to be healthy by simply looking at your blood work. When you know you're healthy, when you have a healthy body weight and you're eating nutritiously, your cholesterol, your triglycerids, your blood pressure, your heart health, everything normalizes when you're consistent, but not when you sneak your things in here and there.
Right.
But you don't have to go that far to be healthy and be a fitness person. That's the difference. You don't have to have the fit body according to our society's standards to have a fit life. You make the call. You make your version. If there was no fit people around, wouldn't you be the fittest person around? And what do you feel then? So take away all your, all these opinions about what your body should be, that and so on. You just can take away that noise and just ask yourself, am I happy or not? And that's it. That has to be it. Yeah.
I think those are fantastic ending words, Pauline and Lina. Thank you so much for sharing. It's been a real pleasure, and I'm sure we'll meet you again down the line, down the path on the Fighterdiet journey, so to speak.
Thank you so much, Lina.
Thank you. I'm humbled. Thank you.
Keep on posting there, and everything that you think, everything like, I don't know if I should post it. That's exactly why I say just post that. Everything you think, because what you have done is always everyone else is doing it or have done it or should know that it's not the end of the world. Because the guilt, we can sit up and try to it's stuck. It takes out all the juice.
I'm going to stop the recording now. Hang on, guys. I'm stopping now. Wait. Stop.